you are blocking the most amazing experience, the most magical experiences you could be having by being attached to a particular outcome. And it doesn't matter what area of life it is. It could be a particular relationship with a particular person or how a relationship should be, a career, money, business, whatever it is, travel, whatever it is, by being attached to something being exactly as you think it should be, you could be losing out on the most incredible experiences in your life, your soul's journey here to experience this realm, this reality. And the sky's really the limit. But when you're attached to that, you create blocks, you create forts around you that stop the most amazing things from coming in. And when you're really attached to a particular outcome being exactly the way it is, exactly the way it has to be, majority of the time, it's not going to turn out like that because you're coming from a place of denseness. Your energy is like this. It becomes really, really tight. It becomes like constricted. So anything that wants to come in isn't able really to get in. And it could be right there. But because you're also in the headspace that you're in, you're not even going to see it right here waiting for you to allow it in. And if you want to talk about timelines, the timeline could be right here, but you need to let go of this one that's keeping you restricted in order to bring in this one right here that's not too far away. You just need to open up and allow it to come in. Now, the reason why you're attached to particular outcomes is because of the meaning you're giving it. If I get him, if I marry him, for example, her, whatever, it's going to mean this, this, and this. Now that means I'm worthy. Now that means I'm good enough. Now that means I get to be with my soulmate, my twin flame, whatever you want to call it, which means I'm worthy, which means I'm good enough. Everything that underneath you're scared that you're not in the subconscious. Now, in your mind, you'd be like, yeah, of course I am. I'm good enough. Oh, I can, I'm worthy, blah, 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 blah. But underneath in the subconscious, very different. Two very different things. What you have in the subconscious within the body and what you tell yourself, what your ego tells itself at the same time. Now, yeah, you are worthy. At the same time, if you really felt you're worthy, you'll also know that worthiness doesn't exist, worthy or unworthy, because there's no such thing as being unworthy. So the being worthy doesn't exist either because it's that duality, right? Same coin, two different sides. So in a higher realm, that doesn't even exist. But in the realm of the ego, it does exist. So as you heal that, you'll realize you just are. Anyways, I have another video on that one. You're trying to basically fulfill and avoid believing you're not worthy, you're not deserving, all of that by trying to fulfill a particular outcome in your life. You're trying to prove to whether it be someone out there, but really majority of the time, it's actually to ourselves. So much is actually about us and not about anything else outside of there. Anything else outside of us. It's about us. It's proving it to us. Because once you prove to you and you're comfortable with you and you give yourself unconditional love and you know within yourself, it doesn't matter what's out there. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. It doesn't matter what anybody else believes. It won't matter to you anymore because you know in you. Now, it doesn't mean you can't take constructive criticism if someone mentions something, because you're not going to feel like, oh my God, I can't hear that. I can't hear there's something wrong with me. You're in such an uncomfortable space within you. You could take something someone says and be like, let me see, does that resonate with me? Can I see that, or is that just not me? And just such from a neutral place. Very simple. So you want to let go of something has to be in this way. This has to be like that. And sometimes what ends up happening is you're also hiding in life behind that having to be that. So let's say you'll be happy in life once your business reaches here. Okay. Or you'll be happy in life once you reach that level of being in a relationship that's like this, or with this person, or that's in a certain particular way. That's when you'll be happy. Well, all you're really doing is giving yourself an excuse not to be happy and to be miserable and to be in blah, 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 whatever mode that you're in. That's all you're doing, right? It's crazy how everything works the opposite of what we actually desire. It's interesting. It's quite entertaining, actually. Who needs movies? Who needs drama movies, to be honest with you? All you have to do is observe yourself with absolutely no judgment. No judgment whatsoever. Just observe yourself and the different parts of you and your mind and how it's going and what it creates. Let me tell you, that's enough drama on its own. You don't even need to watch anything on TV. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to include some tapping videos. So, I'm going to include one right here where you could start releasing the attachment to outcome. And if you want to get specific with you, what's going on with you, I have some links below on some Empress journeys you can try, as well as if you want a private session with me.